All right, we are at the corner of Sunrise and Greenback, where these firefighters from Sac Fire, Sac Metro Fire are out here doing the Fill the Boot campaign. And right here helping out is Shada from Firefighters First Credit Union. Credit union only for firefighters,
only
right?
Only for the fire family, yes.
All right. So Shada, where's all this money going that they're putting in these boots?
It's going to the Burn Institute to help victims that are affected by, burn and stuff. So.
That Firefighters Burn Institute. Now I understand we don't have any totals for today, but day one they did pretty good, yeah?
About 28,000 is what I hear so far.
Oh, right on. But we're hoping for a whole lot more, aren't we?
A lot more, yes.
All right. So people need to cruise by.
Come on down, people. Greenback and Sunrise is where we are.
That's right. All right. Thanks, Shada.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not sure how much money that big boot holds, but I would guess it depends on the denomination, doesn't it? And now they're swinging it out over Sunrise. If that doesn't get people's attention driving by, I don't know what will. These guys have no fear walking through these cars in the middle of Sunrise Boulevard. Plenty of people stopping to fill those boots.
This is really sweet. My boot's too short too. This is for the Burn Institute. It raises money for a great cause. Thank you very much.
All right, we are with Mike Daw, who's a retired battalion chief for Sac Metro Fire and currently the executive director of the Firefighters Burn Institute. Out here doing the Fill the Boot out here. Where are we and what are you guys doing out here, Mike?
We're right here at Sunrise and Greenback in the Sunrise Mall parking lot, and we're raising money for the Firefighters Burn Institute. The event's called Fill the Boot for Burns, and we fund some research programs, treatment programs. We have scholarships for camps for kids from 7 to 17 and some preschool camp as well from the burn injured that are 3 to 7 or 3 to 6.
Oh, wonderful. Tell me a little bit about what they do at the camp.
Well, as with all injuries, but especially with burn injuries, having people stood back up in their communities is always difficult. So not only the burn care aspect of it, but the mental aspect of it as well. And so it gives us an opportunity to help these kids stand back up in their community as citizens and, continue on through school, keep their families together, these type of things. Burn injuries are devastating in many facets, and we found that our programs help these families stay together and look towards getting those kids back to where they need to be.
Yeah, and that's actually the next thing I was going to ask you. I mean, I can't imagine going through severe burns, but for a kid it must be doubly brutal.
It's unbelievable. The skin is not as elastic anymore, and so they have to go through multiple surgeries just to allow them to grow. And so for us to be able to fund treatment and research, as a matter of fact, our burn unit here is called the Firefighters Burn Institute Regional Burn Center in UC Davis. World renowned. It is the best burn care that we have. in the world. And so we're able to assist those burn care professionals to allow them to move forward with treatment, to allow these kids to grow within their own skin, so to speak, and become citizens and active citizens in their communities.
I imagine it means an awful lot to them to have somebody giving them so much support.
You know, I'm certain that it does. It's one of those things where we actually are not trying to do this to develop those relationships, but they obviously do. A lot of times with the fire service, we like to be ghosts in the night. Show up, handle the job, and leave without ever having a name or face attached to the good deed. This organization here, the Firefighters Burn Institute, allows us firefighters to continue doing that work, and knowing that we're allowing these kids to enjoy a fruitful life in the future for us personally is something that's very heartfelt.
Okay, well, how are we doing so far?
Good. Yesterday we had near record-breaking, if not record-breaking, income yesterday. A lot of that's due to the weather, so we had lousy weather, and the poor guys sitting up there in the fire truck had to endure. I believe they've never actually seen rain before. We've had that long drought, and so they endured it, and the firefighters out in the street did as well. And we got guys in the street behind me right now collecting money, and I think we're going to do very well this weekend.
I'm glad you mentioned the guys in the fire truck. What are they doing up there?
They're probably eating or waiting to eat, or taking a nap, it looks like. They stay up there the entire time from Thursday through Sunday, and they have to endure the weather, and right now it's beautiful, right? I need my sunglasses, but last night was not good. It gets cold at nighttime, but it's a sacrifice they're willing to make to get fellow firefighters to come out here and to get the citizens to realize that the firefighters are willing to do anything to help this cause.
Now, is it the same guys up there for the entire stretch, or they take turns?
Yes, it is. And actually, a friend of mine, Forrest Rowell, is a battalion chief currently with Metro Fire. He and I started doing that. We had near 20-year run living up in that fire truck, so we're not willing to listen to these guys complain about the weather. We've seen it all.
They do get brief breaks, I hope.
Well, yeah, so there may or may not be a porta potty within camera shot, and they'll run down there and use that, but they're pretty good at holding it.
Oh, very good. Now, how long are you going to be out here? When can people come by and drop money in those boots?
Well, anytime during the daylight hours from 9 to 5, they can drive through the intersection and drop money into the boot of a firefighter. Tomorrow we have a safety fair during that time between 11 and 2 here in the Sunrise Mall parking lot, so they can bring their kids, learn about fire safety. Obviously, the prevention key is key to lack of burn injury. I'd like to be able to capture the money and never have to spend it because we prevented burns. So bring your kids down, come enjoy the safety fair from 11 to 2, see firefighters, helicopters, extrication exhibits, equipment exhibits, and this type of thing. All the while there'll be firefighters with boots that collect money, and the event ends on Sunday afternoon.
All right. Mike Daw, the Executive Director of Firefighters Burn Institute, thanks, and come out to Sunrise and Greenback between now and Sunday and drop some money in those boots.
Thank you very much.